What would modern celebrities look like if they were Cleopatra, Queen of Ancient Egypt? Let's fantasize a little. Sit back and enjoy. Cleopatra VII was the last queen of ancient Egypt. Ruling in the 1st century BC, she belonged to the Ptolemaic dynasty and was highly educated, skilled in diplomacy, and played a major role in Mediterranean politics, especially in her relations with Rome. Cleopatra was not ethnically Egyptian, she was of Greek origin. Cleopatra spoke several languages, including Egyptian. Cleopatra's legendary beauty is largely a myth. Ancient sources praised her intelligence and charisma. Cleopatra formed political and romantic alliances with Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. Cleopatra was the first Ptolemaic ruler to truly embrace the role of an Egyptian queen. Cleopatra was and remains one of the most popular ancient characters in films and literature. Cleopatra often associated herself with the goddess Isis to strengthen her authority among Egyptians. Cleopatra became queen at a very young age, around the age of 18. Cleopatra VII ruled Egypt at a time when her kingdom stood on the edge of collapse. Egypt was no longer the mighty empire of the pharaohs, but a wealthy yet fragile state, constantly targeted by Roman political ambition. Cleopatra inherited the throne in a world of intrigue, betrayal, and sudden coups where power and life could be lost overnight. One of the central challenges of her reign was internal conflict. Following Ptolemaic tradition, Cleopatra officially ruled alongside her brothers. But in reality, this system fueled power struggles. Her young co-rulers were often manipulated by court factions, forcing Cleopatra to act decisively and sometimes ruthlessly to secure her position. Cleopatra placed enormous importance on the image of authority. She carefully staged public appearances, ceremonies, and rituals to present herself as a legitimate and sacred ruler. For the Egyptian population, royal power had to appear divinely sanctioned, not merely political. She also had a strong interest in science and medicine. Ancient sources mention Cleopatra's knowledge of poisons, remedies, and cosmetics. Some historians believe she authored medical or pharmacological texts, now lost. For a female ruler of her era, such intellectual engagement was highly unusual. Economically, Egypt under Cleopatra remained critically important. The Nile's grain fed not only Egypt, but also Rome itself. Cleopatra closely monitored Nile flood levels, grain storage, and supply logistics. Control over food resources became her most powerful political tool in negotiations with Rome. Her naval power is another often overlooked aspect. Cleopatra commanded one of the strongest fleets in the Eastern Mediterranean. Egyptian ships were massive, heavily armed, and served both military and symbolic purposes. Her fleet played a crucial role in her alliance with Mark Antony and the conflict against Octavian. Cleopatra issued coins featuring realistic portraits of herself rather than idealized images. She personally took part in governing Egypt's economy, including grain production and trade. After her death, Egypt became a Roman province, marking the end of its independence. Ancient Egypt was one of the most powerful civilizations of the ancient world. Lasting over 3,000 years along the Nile River, it is famous for its pyramids, pharaohs, hieroglyphs, advanced knowledge, religion, and a unique culture that deeply influenced human history. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell. You'll be a huge help in growing my channel. Many more great videos await you.